Crossroad number 34, to condemn the innocent or to free the guilty. We are on Monday of the 5th week of Lent. We read from the book of the prophet Daniel. But Susanna cried aloud, O eternal God, you know what is hidden and are aware of all things before they come to be. You know that they have testified falsely against me. Here I am about to die, though I have done none of the things with which these wicked men have charged me. The Lord heard her prayer. As she was being led to execution, God stirred up the Holy Spirit of a young boy named Daniel, and he cried aloud, I will have no part in the death of this woman. This crossroad is something happening even to this day. Nangyari na ito sa panahon ni Daniel at ni Susanna, at paulit-ulit pa rin itong nangyayari sa ating panahon. This is a classic case of gaslighting. As you may recall, if you go back to the story, Susanna was being accused of something that she did not do, she did not commit. She was being accused by two elders, and they were lying about the story. And now, it's a case of she said and they said. And dahil elder sila, and dahil lalaki sila, kinawawa nila si Susanna. Sa ating panahon, this situation is being played out again and again. People are being gaslighted. Their stories are reversed or binabago ang kwento. Kung sino yung mga nagsisinungaling, sila yung pinaniniwalaan. Kung sino yung nagsasabi ng totoo, sila ang napaparusahan. Totoong-totoo ito sa ating panahon. And this is a crossroad that we must face. We must make a choice. Should we practice this still in our time today? Or should we advocate to stop all this gaslighting that is happening around us? Not just in the societal level, but also in our personal lives, in our relationship, in the home, or in the workplace. Nagsasabi ba tayo ng totoo? Shall we defend the truth? Or shall we continue to defend the lies around us? Kinakampihan ba natin yung mga sinungaling? O pinoprotektahan natin at tinutulungan yung mga naaapi at naaabuso? Gaslighting, toxic masculinity, mansplaining. This leads to discrimination, not just of women, but discrimination of people. Lalo na yung mga walang kapangyarihan sa lipunan, walang kakayanan na ipagtanggol ang kanilang mga sarili, hindi makapagbayad sa mga abogado para linisin ang kanilang pangalan. There are so many Susannas in our time today being accused wrongly. Even if they are innocent, they are being punished. Parang naalala ko, no, nung ilang taon na nakakaraan, there was an issue of a drug buy-bust para nakita yung kilo-kilo ng mga illegal na droga. At alam naman kung sino yung mga may-ari. Tapos sino ang naparusahan? Yung nagbabantay ng bodega, ng warehouse. Classic case of injustice. Yung mga may-ari at mga operator ng mali, sila yung hindi nahuli at sila yung nakalaya. Sino yung nahuli at naparatanganan ng krimen? Yung nagbabantay lang ng warehouse. Isang halimbawa lang yon ng maling-maling kultura sa ating lipunan ngayon. And this is a difficult choice that we have to make. We have to have a cultural change when it comes to justice and fairness. Should we defend the wrong or should we advocate that the truth and righteousness may be protected? Yung mga inosente ay napapawalang sala at yung may kasalanan ang dapat nabibigyan ng kaparusahan.